300 mechanical clocks ticking in unison on these dark oak wooden walls. Every single one of them telling a completely different human story from a century past. Tomorrow morning, I turn the brass pendulums off for good. Small jewelers magnifying loop pressed tight against my tired right eye, watching the tiny gold escaping wheel fly and turn so high. 55 long years of oil and steel mainsprings and delicate brass gear, making the heartbeat of time tick steady and true. Year after grueling year, a 1920 antique Patek Philippe sitting on my worn green felt pad, brought in by a nervous young boy who inherited it from his late father dad. I carefully restored the balance wheel, made the complex tourbillon spin once again, bringing the forgotten mechanical heartbeat of history back alive within. Every tiny screw holds a memory, every gear tooth carries a heavy weight, kept running by an old craftsman standing late at his workbench gate. Now everybody wears a disposable smart battery-powered screen upon their wrist. They don't care about the intricate human craftsmanship that used to exist. They throw away time itself when the black glass screen goes dark and cold, never knowing how to fix or bring an ancient precious second back to hold. My fingers are stiff and swollen with arthritis and advancing old age, slowly reaching the very final paragraph of my long craftsman page. The shopper rent is 3 months overdue. My eyesight is getting cloudy and dim, trapped inside the relentless ticking overflow of time's cold and icy brim. The landlord wants to turn this workshop into a trendy fashion shoe store, throwing out 50 years of horology history through the front shop door. Last watchmaker of Rue Saint Denis, stopping the midnight chime, surrendering his remaining life to the ultimate master of time. Give me a precise mechanical funk beat, tight as a wound-up mainspring, making all the brass gears, levers, and pendulums dance and sing. Let the clavinet snap hard and funky, let the deep bass line drive, keeping the delicate mechanical soul of time alive. I carefully take my fine brass tweezers, set down the worn silver winding key, staring at the mechanical ticking galaxy of gears surrounding me. I walk over and wind up the massive grandfather clock standing near the door, listening to its deep resonant bronze gong echo across the wooden floor. Time doesn't wait for any man on this earth, no, not even for an old watchmaker like me. I pack my magnifying glass into my leather pouch and set my spirit free. Turn off the desk lamp, wipe the dust from my wooden work stool, leaving behind a lifetime of precision tools for some new digital fool. Tick tock, tick tock, the grand pendulum slows down. Timing stops, time is finally up. 3,000 meters below this shivering steel hull, I'm slowly laying thick glass optic fiber cables across the pitch-black Pacific Ocean floor, carrying millions of distant lovers' encrypted text messages and midnight phone calls. And yet I haven't heard my own wife's sweet voice in over 4 grueling months. Heavy steel deck creaking violently under the pitch-black ocean waves, working in the silent underwater graveyard of forgotten maritime graves, feeding high-voltage glass fiber lines into the freezing lightless deep, while the entire civilized, comfortable world on dry land is fast asleep. Through this tiny insulated copper tube, trillions of stock market dollars trade. Every digital video, every voice note, every memory that a human mind creates. I hold the fragile, pulse-racing nervous system of the entire planet in my bare palm, standing freezing cold in the quiet middle of a Pacific storm calm. The sonar screen blips softly in the dark control room tower as we work through the midnight shift, hour after exhausting hour. A massive hydraulic winch hums low, pulling the heavy steel armor low down, connecting the bustling neon streets of Tokyo City straight to a California town. They stream their high-definition movies, they send the casual love emojis on the screen, never once thinking about the grease-stained crew floating on the stormy waters unseen. My calloused hands are covered in black engine grease and salty ocean spray grime, silently counting down the remaining days of my 6-month contract time, surrounded by endless salt water, but slowly dying of an emotion, a quiet thirst, living in a cold modern world where the digital signal always comes first. I look out at the black horizon where the sea meets the storm cloud sky, wondering if anybody on the shore remembers how to look a lover in the eye. Deep water cable layer, isolated high up on the ocean wave, digging an underwater trench for a digital fiber optic grave. Give me a heavy deep sea funk groove, slow suffocating in pitch black, dragging on the ocean floor with no turning back. Let the bass line thud low and heavy, let the baritone saxophone moan for the lonely working man who connects the whole world but lives all alone. The small blue LED light flickers bright on the heavy router console rack, signal fully verified and locked, there ain't no turning back. Another 10,000 gigabytes flowing instantly through the endless dark below, passing right beneath the swimming giant white shark in the deep water flow. I step out onto the windy bow deck, light up a damn crumpled cigarette, staring at the massive ocean night that my soul won't ever forget. The sea will take this cable and cover it with sand and cobblestone, keeping humanity connected while I stand out here on the deck alone. Signal green, data flowing through the dark water. The world is fully connected now. Good night, my sweet love, wherever you are. engine is screaming at 7,000 RPM. My doctor said my heart can't take the G-force no more. My arteries are hardened, my vision is getting blurry. But on this white South there are no speed limits and no traffic lights to stop an old fool. Blinding white mirror reflecting the scorching Nevada sun. 60 years of chasing pure velocity, and I ain't even done. In 1976, I broke 400 miles an hour on this floor, taming the custom twin-turbo Ford V8 engine with a deafening roar. My leather racing goggles are scratched and faded, my hands are shaking raw. Spent my whole wild youth living far outside the safety and traffic law. Lost two of my best pit crew brothers to the burning flame and twisted iron steel. Left the very core of my human soul forever locked upon a steering wheel. Now the dry desert wind blows sawdust through my white hair as I strap myself into the cockpit without a single fear or care. The salt flats of Bonneville, flat and endlessly wide, where an old speed demon comes for his absolute final ride. Give me a blistering, high-octane desert funk beat, melting the sticky rubber tires on the scorching white salt heat. Let the bass guitar thud like a heavy piston stroke. Let the Hammond organ pipe roar, pushing the right foot all the way down to the rusted metal floor. Now the young kid racers show up with the quiet electric streamline gear, checking their real-time telemetry with cold computer control and fear. They don't smell the high-octane gasoline, they don't feel the raw mechanical vibration, trading pure human guts and intuition for a digital algorithm calculation. I drop the heavy clutch for the rear drag tire, spin and bite the white crust, leaving a mile-long black rubber trail drifting through the blinding sawdust. My sight is blurring under 6 G's, my lungs begin to strain and burn inside. But this fast, lethal adrenaline is the only medicine that keeps my heart alive. I passed the 5-mile mark aboard, feeling the aluminum chassis shake, pushing past the limits of what a human body and a machine can take. The salt flats of Bonneville, flat and endlessly wide, where an old speed demon comes for his final ride. Give me a blistering, high-octane desert funk beat, melting the tires on the scorching white heat. Let the bass guitar thud like a heavy piston stroke. Let the Hammond organ pipe roar, pushing the foot down to the metal floor. Feel the violent heavy deceleration snap, finishing the very last competitive leg of my long earthly lap. The twin-turbo engine sputters out, dying peacefully into the wide open silent space, leaving a battered old man sitting and smiling warmly inside a sacred holy place. The speedometer needle drops down to 0. The desert heat shimmers bright as I open the canopy and step out into the pure blinding white light. The sawdust slowly settles down. The engine ticks as it cools down in the quiet wind. Fastest man alive, rest now, old racer.
Back alley of Dodenbury, behind the bright neon glyco man, I've kept people's secrets behind this wooden counter for 50 years.
An abacus sitting on the dark mahogany wood, with generations of desperate people stood. A heavy iron safe with a 5-digit combination dial, holding precious memories in a velvet file. I started this pawn shop in 1965, helping the working folk of Osaka stay alive. They brought me gold rings, cameras, and silk kimonos rare, trading their treasures for a little bit of cash to spare. I never asked no questions, I never judged their pain, just handed out the yen bills in the falling rain. I saw men cry over a pawn family watch. I saw mothers trade their rings for a hot meal notch. Now the city wants to demolish this whole block line to build a giant shopping mall, modern and fine. They say my shop is ugly and eyesore on the street, replacing all the history with shiny concrete. The last pawn shop in Osaka, closing up the great, accepting the heavy hand of a modern fate. Give me a deep, kind-sized soul funk groove, making all the heavy memories slowly move. Let the bass line thud slow, let the guitar cry underneath the rainy Osaka sky. I hand back the last pawned item to a young boy, a vintage Rolex watch that was his father's joy. He thanks me with the bow, walks out into the night, leaving me alone in the flickering shop light. I close the iron safe, lock the heavy wooden door, leaving no more pawn shop on this alley floor. Sayonara, Dapton boy, the secret dies with me. Iron shutter pulls down, click, lock. Good night, Osaka.
Pit number 4, 200 meters underground. Tomorrow they fill the shaft with concrete. Heavy rubber boots stepping through the oily mud. Got 40 years of black coal dust in my blood. Checking the methane gas gauges on the damp stone wall, in a dark tunnel where the echo drops and falls. My grandfather dug coal here back in 1910, working alongside 300 Welshmen. They pulled the black gold out of the mountain's chest, giving their lungs and their youth without
without no rest. Now the government says coal is dirty and old, shutting down the seams, leaving the valley cold. The young men are leaving for Cardiff and London town, while the old pit head wheel stops turning around. I shine my battery lamp down the empty elevator shaft, remembering the men who sang and remembered who laughed. Ain't no song down here tonight, just the dripping water sound, the silent funeral for a life underneath of the ground. The last watch of the coal mine, quiet and deep, watching the ancient mountain go to sleep. Give me a heavy subterranean funk beat, slow and mean, cruising through the tunnel of a forgotten machine. Let the bass guitar thud, let the horns blast low, for every Welsh miner who worked down below. I ride the iron cage elevator up one last time, leaving behind 40 years of subterranean grime. I step out into the chilly Welsh morning rain, feeling a heavy dull ache in my bone and vein. I lock the cage door, toss the iron key in the pit, knowing that the story of our valley is finally written. Going up, leaving the dark behind. 4 o'clock in the morning, just the hum of the refrigerator and the wind outside. Highway 95 is quiet tonight. Red vinyl boots patched up with duct tape gray, where tired truck drivers wash the dust away. Pouring black coffee from a glass pot stain, listening to the desert wind and the distant train. I've been running this diner since 1974, welcoming the lost souls coming through that door. I serve cherry pie and steak to the midnight crowd, listening to their wild dreams spoken out loud. Now the new interstate highway bypasses this road, taking away the big trucks and their heavy load. No more long lines of headlights shining in the dark, no more diesel engines idling in the park. Just an occasional tourist who lost their way, looking for a gas station at the break of day. I wipe the phone, make a counter with a tired hand, a lonely queen ruling over a desert land. Last call at the highway diner, coffee pot dry, watching the dark stars floating in the sky. Give me a greasy desert flavor, so funky, to warm up an old woman's tired feet. Let the electric piano play sweet, let the bass line bud, for a life spent serving with kindness and blood. I turn off the neon sign that says open all night, watching the red letters fade out of sight. I sit in booth one with a cigarette and a cup, waiting for the desert sun to come slowly up. I ain't got no regrets, I gave them all a warm place, a little bit of comfort in an empty space. Keep the coffee warm, somebody might still need a cup. Neon lights flicker out. Good night, Nevada. Sit down in the chair, my friend. Hot towel, straight razor shave. I've cut the hair a longshoreman for 45 years. Creaking wooden floorboards beneath my leather shoes, listening to the radio play the morning news. An old green porcelain sink stained with shaving cream, in a small red hook shop by the harbor stream. I cut hair for Irish sailors and Italian dockers too, men who worked the cranes under skies of blue. They came in with calloused hands and aching backbones, looking for a quiet place to unload their groans. I trimmed their dusty sideburns, splashed some bay rum sweet, making them feel like kings before they went back to the street. I knew who lost their job, I knew who lost their wife, listening to the heavy chapters of a working life. Now the docks are automated, the longshoremen are gone, replaced by shipping containers moving on and on. The neighborhood is changing, hipster cafes on the block, where nobody needs a $5 haircut from the dock. The barber, a red hoop sweeping up the grave, watching the old harbor story slowly fade away. Give me a warm Brooklyn soul funk beat to carry an old craftsman off the concrete street. Let the saxophone play sweet and sweet, let the bass line thud, for 45 years of sweat, salt and blood. I unscrew the red and white pole hanging on the wall, taking one last look at the empty salon hall. I put my silver shears into a velvet cloth fold, leaving behind a lifetime of stories untold. I step out into the chilly autumn afternoon air, in my barber chair. A little off the top. Yeah, those were the days. Lock the front door, goodbye to Red Hook. October 31st. The last manual lamp on the Scottish coast. Tomorrow, a computer chip in Edinburgh turns the light on. 200 spiral steps winding up to the lens, where my lonely working night begins and ends. Polishing the brass reflectors till they shine like gold, fighting off the northern sea gale, bitter and cold. 35 years of keeping ships off the sharp granite rock, working by the rhythm of the tide and the mechanical clock. I know every storm by its whistle and its roar, living like a solitary monk on this rocky shore. Now the Coast Guard sent a letter in a white envelope, ending my career and my remaining little hope. They installed a solar panel and a modern LED light that don't need an old man to watch through the night. I look at my handwritten journal stacked up on the table, recording every wave and every tempestuous fable. Who's gonna read the story of the sea when I'm gone? Who's gonna keep the lonely night watching till the dawn? The lighthouse keeper's journal, written in the dark, leaving an eternal solitary mark. Give me a deep oceanic funk, slow and grand, echoing across the rocky highland land. Let the bass line thud slow, let the horns play soft, for the last human light standing high aloft. I take one last walk around the glass lantern room, watching the beam slice through the coastal gloom. I pack my woolen blankets and my pipe tobacco tin, ready for a new quiet life to begin. I leave the keys on the desk, step out into the rain, knowing I'll never climb these spiral steps again. Keep the light shining, even if nobody's watching. The beam turns round one last time. Goodbye to the rocks. printed circuit boards. They don't make them so a man can fix them. They just want you to throw it away and buy a new one. Magnifying lamp shining on my cluttered old desk, surrounded by vacuum tubes and components grotesque. Smell of molten soda and old paper caps in a tiny East London shop that time forgot perhaps. I've been soldering copper wire since 1969, fixing valve radios and turntables pristine and fine. I knew how to make an old amplifier sing, finding a broken joint in a tiny copper ring. Now everything is microchips sealed up in glue, designed to break down in a year or two. Young boys come in with the shiny white gear, look at my antique meters with a condescending sneer. They say, can't you just swap the motherboard out? Don't know what analog warmth is all about. They live in a disposable world, fast and thin, throwing all the history into a plastic trash bin. Copper wire and cold tea sitting on the shelf, an old technician working by himself. Give me a heavy analog funk, warm and thick, driven by a real drum beat and a bass line kick. Let the clavinet pop, let the bass line thud, flowing like copper wire through my heavy blood. I take a sip of cold Earl Grey from my chip ceramic mug, giving a vintage Marshall amp a tender gentle hug. I replace the burn resistor, turn the power switch on, watching the orange vacuum tubes glow like a rising dawn. A rich warm hum fills up the basement room, chasing away the darkness in the cold winter gloom. Hear that hum? That's real power right there. Close for the night. Great Marcello, he could pull a pigeon out of thin air. Now 3 people showed up for his man. Simple wooden casket sitting under the cross in the desert church where nobody counts the loss. Outside the neon lights of the strip shine bright, turning the desert dust into red and blue night. In 1980 he had his name up in gold, packing out the Stardust Hotel, wild and bold, making assistant girls vanish into thin space, with a slick silver smile on his handsome face. Now the casino was imploded 5 years ago, replaced by a mega resort with the digital show. Nobody remembers the card tricks he played or the grand illusions that his genius made. Just an old stagehand, a waitress and me, sitting on the pews in quiet misery. The priest reads the Latin prayer fast and cold. Hurry to finish before the next service is cold. Neon funeral, quiet and low. The final curtain on a magic show. Give me a slow velvet soul funk groove, making all the lingering spirits slowly move. Let the organ swell soft, let the bass line thud, for a magician who gave it all, spirit and blood. I walk up to the casket, drop a white silk rose, watching the final chapter of his illusion close. No applause today, no standing ovation crowd, just the desert wind blowing cold and loud. Abracadabra, rest in peace my old friend. Every trick, no matter how grand, has an end. And for his final trick, he disappears into the light. 'Cause rest in peace, Marcello. .315 out of Butte, Montana, carrying timber and grain. Now a computer controls the switch from 300 miles away. Yeah. Heavy brass pocket watch ticking in my hand, watching the steam rise over the frozen timberland. 40 years of riding on the caboose floor, checking the couplers in the iron boxcar door. I know every curve of this mountain rail track, the sound of the steel wheels going clickety-clack. I knew how to handle a train in a blizzard storm, keeping the diesel engine burning bright and warm. Now they removed the caboose, put a sensor on the end, a digital box that don't need a human friend. They say it's more efficient, saves a couple bucks, replacing old railroad men with automated trucks. I sit in the cold depot with my thermos of tea, looking at a radio screen that don't need me. My union card is faded, my lantern is dim, caught in the shadow of a modern corporation's whim. Conductor of the 315 freight rolling away, watching the old iron tradition slowly decay. Give me a chugging heavy-duty rail funk beat to carry an old working man down the street. Let the bass guitar thud, let the harmonica scream, riding on the ghost of a steel wheel dream. long freight train rolls past the crossing gate, unattended by a man, guided by a computerized fate. I raise my hand in a quiet, lonely salute to the vanishing taillights rolling out of view. My time on the iron rails is finally done, walking home under the cold winter sun. Clear track ahead, except for me. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. The line is clear. Last set at 2 a.m. 45 years in this basement. The developer wants to build a capsule hotel. Cigarette burn marks on the black grand piano wood, where generations of wild musicians stood. Low ceiling stained with 40 years of nicotine. The darkest, purest jazz club that Tokyo had seen. I stood behind the bar pouring Suntory whiskey neat, listening to the avant-garde rhythms on the street. We didn't care about pop music, we didn't care about gold. Just wanted a sound that was dangerous and bold. Now the kids drink sweet bobas and listen to computer beats, walking past the basement with clean, silent feet. They don't want the sway, they don't want the raw tone, staring all night at a bright glass phone. The owner of the building gave us 30 days to clear, closing down the temple that we held so dear. The sax player was crying into his brass bell, playing the final note to bid the room farewell. Last night at Pit Inn, smoke rising high, saying goodbye under the Tokyo sky. Give me that deep Tokyo underground funk, soaking dark whiskey and a little bit drunk. Let the drums snap hard, let the trumpet wail, the final chapter of an underground tale. I packed the whiskey glasses into a wooden crate, accepting the cold reality of our common fate. The last customer staggers out into the morning light, leaving me alone with the ghosts of the night. We had our run, yeah, we played it hard and true, a place for the wild souls when the night was blue. Domo arigato. Turn off the neon sign. steps going up the concrete stairs. Silence in the basement. North Atlantic don't give gifts. It only takes what it wants. 7 years since his ship sailed out. Rain slicker shining under the yellow gaslight. Standing on a stone quay in the middle of the night. The tide is coming in, heavy with kelp and brine, while I hold a rusty lantern in this hand of mine. My boy Sean took a berth on a deep-sea trawler boat, heading for the Grand Banks in a heavy wool coat. Said he'd make a fortune and buy us a proper house, leave behind the poverty and the damp Irish fog. The storm hit on a Tuesday off the Newfoundland coast, turning 30 good sailors into sea-washed ghosts. They found the wooden wreckage, but they never found the boys. Just the ocean laughing with the thunder and noise. My wife died of sorrow in the winter to follow next, leaving me with a Bible and a broken-hearted text. Now I walk down to the harbor every time the tide is high, looking for a shadow underneath the midnight sky. Midnight at the Galway docks, sea spray in my hair, a father waiting on a ghost that ain't standing there. Give me a deep, stormy soul funk, heavy as the sea, dragging on the ocean floor to set my spirit free. Let the bass guitar thud, let the organ roar, for every lost Irish boy who never touched the shore. I take a pull of Jameson from a green glass flask, doing the only duty that an old man can ask. To remember the names that the water washed away, until my own body gets buried in the clay. The seagulls scream loud in the dark, misty air, answering a prayer that goes nowhere. Come on, Sean, the kettle is on. November 1989. The wall came down, but the wall inside my head stayed up. Watchtower 5 is gone, but the spotlight is still burning. Staring out the window at the great concrete wall, watching when a snowflake slowly fall and fall. 30 years ago I held an iron rifle barrel, guarding a borderline of human pain and peril. I wore the green uniform, I followed every rule. A young 20-year-old soldier acting like a fool, ordered to shoot at shadows running in the night, underneath the glaring glare of the searchlight. Now the city is united, full of techno clubs and art, while I live with the heavy shadow sitting on my heart. My former comrades work as taxi drivers now, hiding their old badges, taking a silent bow. Nobody wants to talk about what we used to do when the country was broken in two. I sit in my small room with a bottle of West German schnapps, listening to the ticking of the clock as time collapses and laughs. The cold light of Spandau shining through the dark, leaving a deep unhealing scar mark. Give me a heavy cold war funk, slow and dark, dragging through the mud of a shattered park. Let the bass line slide low, let the saxophone moan for an old border guard sitting all alone. I see a young man walking down the street below, laughing with his girlfriend in the falling snow. They don't know the terror of a concrete divide, or the secret tears that a soldier had to hide. I pray for forgiveness, though I know it's too late, caught in the machinery of a cold nation's fate. Halt, bird eye. Just a memory, just a memory. They built a luxury condominium over the Velvet Lounge. I stand on the concrete garage floor, and I can still hear the brass section. 30 feet underground beneath the shining glass. Used to be a basement where the soul legends passed. The walls were red velvet, soaked in bourbon and smoke, where the working class people came to laugh and joke. I played rhythm guitar in a 7-piece band, making $300 in a night on the stand. Now it's an underground parking spot for electric cars, replacing all the sweat in the midnight stars. As I press my hand against the cold painted pillar stone, feeling like a stranger standing in my old home. A young businessman in a tailored suit walks by, gives me a dirty look with a cold suspicion suspicious eye. He thinks I'm just a homeless man hanging in the dark. Don't know I used to ignite this whole street with a spark. When my Fender Stratocaster made the ladies cry underneath the midnight Massachusetts sky. Ghost of Atlantic Avenue dancing on the floor, knocking on a heavy wooden door that ain't there no more. Give me that funk raw and full of grit, where the groove was heavy and the lamps were dimly lit. Let the horns blow sharp, let the bass line drop, bringing all the forgotten legends back alive. I close my eyes and I stomp my right heel, listening to the phantom bass line made of steel. The security guard comes and asks me to leave, so I wipe the cold rain from my jacket sleeve. You can tear down the bricks, you can pave over the hole, but you can't buy or sell the streets in a soul. Turn the amps up, let them hear us upstairs. Right here. No cream in the carbonara, that's what I taught my boy. Now the fast food chain across the street sells it in a paper cup. White flour on my knuckles, olive oil on my boots. 50 years of pulling up the Neapolitan roots. My copper pants are dented, hanging on the wall, listening to the quiet in the dining hall. I started this kitchen in 1972, making fresh tagliatelle for the hungry few. I knew every customer by their name and their face, pouring house red wine in a simple glass vase. Now the young tourist kids walk right past my door, looking at the screens for a high-rated score. They want neon lights, they want microwave fast. They don't care about the recipes inherited from the past. The landlord raised the lease by 3,000 euro net, forcing an old craftsman into a corner of debt. I look at my hands shaking over the flame, wondering if the passion was worth all the pain. Salt in a stained apron, hanging on the peg, an old Neapolitan chef who refuses to beg. Give me that greasy simmering funk, slow as ragu, boiling down the memories of the things I used to do. Let the ham and organ hum, let the bass line thud, for a life spent working with passion and blood. I turn off the gas burner, wipe the marble dry, looking out the window at the dark netted Iranian sky. Pack my silver olive knife into a leather roll, the last remaining fragment of a culinary soul. I won't compromise my sauce, I won't lower my price. I'd rather shut the doors then serve a plate of compromise. Taste the sauce, son.